Hello, my beautiful souls. This is a divine feminine message that I've been guided to post. So, 2019 is the year for divine feminines to take their power, okay? To step into their power and shift old paradigms. And I've talked about this in previous videos. And recently, I watched another video on YouTube, and it was from the Mana channel. Adelina, she is lovely. I really resonate with her, and she was talking about how she got attacked in a sense from someone, a male. She's female, obviously. She got attacked by a male, and basically she was, in a sense, sexually harassed. And when she didn't give advances, she didn't, accept the advances this person was making, the guy totally, basically blew up on her and insulted her and really hurt her. So, the reason why I'm making this video is because she inspired me, and here's the thing, you guys. So when we're on our journeys, and for all of you who follow me, know that I really stepped out of my comfort zone to get on YouTube. I'm a really private person. I don't like, being on camera. I don't even like taking pictures, to be honest. I'm not like the typical, person going around, taking selfies and stuff. I love people who do that. I think it's awesome, but I'm not that person. And so I really stepped out of my comfort zone to get on YouTube, and I'm very thankful that I did so. And because I help so many people now, and I'm so grateful to be, to have my channel, to do that. And I'm so grateful for all the love that I'm getting, all the support, and you all encourage me to post more content, to think of more creative ideas on how to help you all. And I wanted to thank all of you who support this channel with everything, with comments, with feedback, with sharing, liking, subscribing. I really appreciate all of that. But sometimes there's people that do not appreciate the work that we do, okay? And I didn't want to really, because I don't really like to focus on the negative things that I get, like people trying to attack me or writing mean things or whatever, because I like to focus on all the good, all the love, all the support that I'm getting. But when I saw Adelina's video, it really inspired me, because I had someone attack me recently through email. So she had emailed me, this person, like several months ago, and she was talking about how she was a light leader. She was a light leader, helping to create New Earth, which is awesome. And she was asking me if I could do a reading for her, and she was saying how time sensitive it is, because, there's this big picture, going on, and this and that. So, as soon as she wrote to me, I realized one thing. I realized that she had an ego, okay? And it's fine if you have an ego, but I felt like her ego was really big, and I, didn't want to read for her. And the reason, let me tell you why I didn't want to read for her. And it's because when you have a big ego, okay, you block the information that your guides give you, right? So when I tap in and I connect to your higher self and your guides, obviously they give you the messages. But when your ego is really big, you're not going to get the messages. You're not going to receive that clearly, okay? You're not going to take action. You're not going to, you know, how should I say it? Yeah, you're not going to receive it. You're not going to take it, okay? So this is all about guidance. You are all constantly receiving guidance. Some receive it clearly. Some get it in, you know, so many different ways, right? But when I do readings, I connect to your higher self. I connect to your guides. And they're going to give you all the messages. And they're going to give it to you straight. Like, they don't mess around, right? But when your ego is so big, you're not going to listen to that. And I feel like if I do a reading on someone like that, they're not going to get, I mean, I'm wasting my time and energy. They're going to be wasting their time and energy and their money, right? So with this woman, I didn't really get into it. I did not tell her straight up, like, hey, you got a big ego. There's no point of me helping you. But what I said to her was simply like, I said something like, you know, time is a human construct, because she wanted, you know, a reading ASAP. And I actually didn't even have time for it. I was busy with other personals. And I said, you know, something like, time is a human construct, like, you know, everything is about divine timing, and I'm sure you'll get your reading whenever you want. But then she said something like, I choose not to show myself on video or something like that, because I do my readings through Skype video. And we basically agreed that I'm not the person to help her. So I'm saying this in a nutshell, okay, you guys? So I don't want to go through the whole emails. So that was that. So recently again, I think it was like the end of the year, last year, or something like that, she wrote to me again. And when I read the email, I was like, oh my God, this is her, right? And she wrote another email saying she usually doesn't reach out to people because she works with source directly, and she's very high vibrational, and da-da-da-da. And she needs assistance as a light leader, and she felt like my videos, I work with, you know, higher dimensions and so forth, and it's very important that I do a reading for her. And I remembered it like automatically. I was like, this is that woman, right? So she wanted a 30-minute reading over the phone, which I do not do. I do not do over the phone readings. I do not do 30-minute readings. I only do 1 hour. And she chose her to, again, she said she chooses not to put herself on the video, so forth. So I wrote back to her. I said, oh, I remember you, you know, you had contacted me before. And I said, I only do, just to remind you, you know, I only do face-to-face. I only do video readings. And I told her something like, you know, because I was talking about myself, because like stepping out of my comfort zone, you know, to like get on YouTube, like that's what I was thinking about. And I said something like, you know, we have to like kind of step out of our comfort zones and not let our ego drive us, like the fears we have when it comes to, you know, our missions. And it's like you're doing yourself a disservice if you're not stepping out of your comfort zone, because I told her, like, we're all growing, right? We're all growing. We're like serving our missions. We're getting on our soul path journey, whatever you want to call it. And you need to step out of your comfort zone, you know? in some, to change like form, the way you do things, or do things that make you feel uncomfortable. Because if you all know, whoever follows me, like, YouTube was big for me. I was like, when my guides told me you need to get on YouTube, I was like, what? Are you kidding me? Like, excuse me. Like, it was big for me. So, but I did step out of my comfort zone, and I'm very grateful for that, because I'm helping so many people, and I so appreciate that, you know? And so I said something like that. I said, like, you know, we're all evolving, and we need to step out of our comfort zones, blah, blah, blah. But I said, you know, I reminded her I was not the person for you, because, you know, I don't do over the phone readings. And then something like that. And oh, by the way, she emailed me again like a few days later, but I hadn't got back to her. She wanted the reading the way she wanted, okay? And I'm sorry, but like, I'm gonna stand my ground. This is the way I do things, and I'm not the person for you, right? If you don't agree or you don't trust how I'm doing things, then, I mean, there's so many other readers out there. And that's the first thing I told her, like, I'm not for you. We're not for, you know, whatever. I didn't get into her big ego whatsoever, because I didn't want, you know, conflict, whatever. So I told her, I said, I hope you find who you're looking for, you know, who and what you're looking for. And that was that. So that was that email. And then she got so nasty. She wrote me back, okay? And she was talking about, she mentioned actually several times in this email how high vibrational she is. And how dare I try to teach her about ego and evolving and the mission and this and that. And she went on like I felt like I was in elementary school and my teacher was like disciplining me and like pointing the finger. She's like, don't you dare, no, what did she say? Something like, don't you ever arrogantly try to teach a high vibrational person like me how to evolve and what about my mission. And she went like off on a tangent, and I was like, what? Like, I started to laugh because I was like, where is this coming from? And then I thought to myself, oh, this is coming from her humongous ego. Because if she thinks that she's already like fully evolved, she's fooling herself. She's not being true to herself, okay? She's lying to herself. And let me tell you why. Because we're all here to evolve. We are not going to stop evolving on Earth. And it doesn't matter what vibration you operate at. It doesn't matter who you're connecting with, what beings you're connecting with. We're still evolving. We're still shifting, right? It's not like you're here and then you all of a sudden you're like, you do all, you know, your spiritual work and then you're all of a sudden ascended and that's it, right? It's not like that. And obviously this woman doesn't know that, so she's really lying to herself, and she's letting her huge ego block her evolution. And it was so funny to me that she thought that, because it's like, when you're on your journey, okay, there's so many shifts you go through. It's not like you wake up and you're just like, okay, I'm awake now. It doesn't happen overnight. You keep evolving all the time. You don't stay stuck in something. You keep shifting, okay? And everyone's evolving. And for someone to say that they're so highly evolved and that they have no more learning to do defeats the whole purpose why we're here at this time on Earth, right? We're here to shift the human consciousness, that means to shift your own consciousness too. You don't come here ready, you know, fully charged, fully shifted, and you're all of a sudden, you know, helping everyone. That doesn't matter, you know, like that makes no sense. So I was not really hurt. Like, I was not hurt. I just found what she said was so amusing. And then I thought to myself, wow, if she thinks like that, there might be some people out there who think like that also. And, you know, then she went into, you know, don't you, like, whatever, arrogantly. And then she accused me of working with dark energies. She said that I have an ego. I'm working through 3D filters and all this stuff. And she was really pissed off, you know. And she was really projecting. And I realized that. I said, you know, if she went from like asking me for a reading to all of a sudden saying all those things, and she said, oh, I don't have an ego, like she was saying she doesn't have an ego, and that I have an ego and I have a lot of maturing to do and so forth. And she said, what else? She said, I'm disrespectful, I'm serving dark energies, and I'm manipulating her into getting a reading. And I found this so funny. And I said, you know, I don't. And I said, and then I was like, oh my God, this is so interesting, right? So she's telling me all these things, and I'm looking at it like, wow, okay, so she's projecting. And that's what I wanted to say. Okay, so I'm going to say this, and this is a forewarning to you all who serve in any way. You don't have to be on YouTube. You don't have to be, you know, in the public eye. This could be of any service. If you're here, you know, at this time, and you've already realized what you're here to do, what your mission is, what your soul path is, this is for you, okay? When I initiated myself to work, you know, as a divine feminine for the Divine Feminine Collective and the Twin Flame Collective, so I was already warned. I was told I'm going to trigger people. I was told people are going to try to attack me. I mean, I got warnings all the time, and I was always told, you know, Caroline, you're going to, many will resonate with you, but we're preparing you. Like, you know, you're going to get attacked. So that's fine. I mean, I was prepared for it, but I want to tell you all, that's what happens. So there's two types of people, okay, when you're on your path that are going to come at you, okay, as you're shifting. And I'm talking about shifting into a higher consciousness, okay? So this is about envy. And I'm talking about good envy. I'm not talking about good envy. Like, you know, looking at someone who's successful, who's happy, and saying, oh, wow, like, I'd love to be like where he's at, or I'd love to be where she's at. Like, she's happy, or she's satisfied with her life, or she's successful. That's awesome, you know? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you looking at other people in a jealous way and saying, you know, like, oh, wow, like, she has all this. Like, I want it. Like, why does she have it? What the heck does she do? You know, like that attitude, that consciousness, those energies, this is what I'm talking about. So you're going to get two type of people that are coming at you, that are trying to attack you. So one type of, you know, person, one type of people, I should say, is those people that as you're shifting, they try to keep you stuck. So what they do is they explode on you, in a sense. They could basically use you as their punching bag. And I'm talking about figuratively speaking, not literally. Use you as a punching bag. So basically, you are, you know, shifting into a higher consciousness. You're light basically, and they're still in, in those lower energy ego consciousness, energies. And so they'll tell you, they'll basically be triggered by how you are, be triggered by how good you feel, or that you're making improvements in your life. They're going to be triggered by that. So they might like blow up on you. They might, take all the blame out on you. That's what I'm talking about. So if you're getting that lately, know that that's why that is. And the other type of people are the people that kind of not, are out of your life necessarily, or they just kind of basically, you distance yourselves from them, or they distance themselves from you like a while back because they thought that you were weird when you started to, wake up, and they think you're weird, or they think you're strange, or they think you're, out of this world. They think you're like an alien or whatever. And you starseeds will really understand what I'm talking about. So they basically, like, all of a sudden you're like, shifting into a higher consciousness, and everything's going great for you, and you're improving your life. You're emerging into your true self, okay? Your higher self has integrated. And this person like comes out of the woodworks and is like, all of a sudden your buddy, and you're like, where have you been all this time? Oh, all of a sudden you want to hang out with me? All of a sudden you believe me? Oh, do you remember? Do you remember when you were telling me about those, number synchronicities, the 1111 and the 444 and the, 144? Do you remember that? Oh my God, I've been getting those numbers. Like stuff like that, And, oh, you know what? I have been seeing those lights. And all of a sudden they come out of nowhere, and then they stick to you like glue because they want to get information, and, those kind of people. So this is what I'm talking about. And then regardless, you guys, people are going to try to attack you. And my message here is to be prepared for that. Don't let it hurt you. Don't let it get to you. Especially most light workers are sensitive, okay? And I don't want you to get hurt, because everything that happens is for you to move more towards who you really are, okay? Regardless, of how it comes through, how it is enabled, people attacking you, people insulting you, people trying to make you think that you're less than. Like, especially with this woman who's saying, I'm working with dark energies. Like, what? And that I was manipulating her into getting a reading. And I wrote back to her and I said, wow, I'm like, you went into asking me for a reading. I basically rejected you twice in a nice way. And you went from like thinking I'm high vibrational, multi-dimensional. Oh, you're, I resonate with this. I feel like you really would know the information I need and so forth. And then she went all of a sudden to like calling me disrespectful, arrogant. I have an ego. I need to mature. I'm manipulating her into getting a reading. What? And it just amazes me how people are. But that's what I want to tell you guys. So be prepared. And be prepared and realize that this is all a part of the journey. So that's you just remaining in your power, not letting people get to you, okay? Just move on. Don't take it, you know, to the heart. You know who you are. When you're in your power, you know who you are, and you won't listen to anybody telling you anything. And since I was prepared, since my guides told me people were going to try to attack me, I was prepared. So I want you to know, if you don't know that, know that, okay? And don't let it get to you. When you are fully in your power, you have this armor around you, okay? You have this armor of light, of power, okay? And whatever people say, it's like, you know what I feel like? When she attacked me, it was like, when she tried to, she failed. You know how like people wear armor and like bullets come at them, bullets, whatever, arrows, and it just like bounces off. It doesn't come through. So do that, okay? And protect yourself. Shield, always shield, okay? Because whether someone's coming at you verbally, spiritually, not spiritually, energetically, to try to attack you, shield yourself. Put that armor on, okay? And that's how you remain in your power, 100%. What else did I want to say? Oh, and this lady, the other thing I wanted to say, this lady was telling me how she monitors all the people on YouTube, all the readers. And I even thought that was more ridiculous. Like, who are you to monitor people? I don't know who gave you that obligation. And it was just so funny. So yeah, the other thing is envy, like comparing yourself to other people. And the funny thing is, like, I watch other readers too, you know, whenever I have time, I watch other readers too. I support other readers. And it's because we're all in this together, you know, we're all serving our missions here. We're all helping humanity shift. We're helping whoever, you know, that's what their mission is. And helping the Divine Feminine Collective get into their power this year. This is our year. And to really make shifts happen. And so why would I compare myself to other people? It's like we're all in this together. There's no competition. So why are you sitting there monitoring other people? You know, how bored are you? Like, seriously, who has time for that, you know? And I just want to say, you know, and it's really cute because, like, how should I say it? There's no competition. Like, I support other channels. I go on other channels and make comments. Why would, like, I monitor other people? That's so strange, okay? And it's because of envy. It's like, focus on you. If you're so focused, if you are so high vibrational, if you are so evolved, why are you monitoring other people? We're all in this together. Like, it's beautiful. And I'm so grateful to be on YouTube and have a channel, because it's such a good way to reach out to so many people and connect, you know? And I just want you to keep that in mind. I know there's so many other readers out there, and everybody does their things their own way. And we shouldn't judge one another, whether, you know, they show their face, they don't, they use cards or they don't, you know, like, they use crystals or they don't, whatever it is, everybody does it in their own way, and it's what you resonate with, right? And we're all in this together. We're all supporting one another. Everybody knows what they're doing here. And yeah, we're all in this together. It's oneness. So there's no point of comparing people, monitoring people. I mean, that's ridiculous. And so I just wanted to tell you guys that this is a forewarning. I want you to be prepared if you feel like you're getting attacked by people around you. You don't have to be on YouTube. You don't have to be in the public eye to be attacked. I just want to let you know that. It could be of any service you're doing to help humanity. You know, your counselor, teacher, however. It doesn't matter. You could be a clerk at a store helping people in your own way. It doesn't matter what you do. If you feel like you're getting attacked, I just want to, you know, put that out there. And it's because of this, okay? It's because of, you know, people with, you know, operating in the ego consciousness, and they just want to, you know, attack you, you know, because that's what energies they're operating through. So be prepared. Don't be hurt, you know who you are. Know who you are, okay? Know who your true self is. Don't let anybody tell you different. Don't let anybody insult you. You know, defend yourself. Okay? Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, Divine Feminines. This is our year. So keep strong, keep in your power, okay? Keep in your power. Don't let anyone hurt you. Don't let anyone attack you. You know, you're going to be triggered, okay? Just know that, you know, it's going to happen. And this is no way to try to scare you or anything, but I just want you to be prepared. Okay, so you're going to have those different people that I talked to you about. People who are jealous, who envy you, or trying to, you know, burst your bubble because they're operating through ego filters, 3D filters, okay? So stay in your power, stay strong, put that armor on, all right? And know, that this is a part of the journey, okay? And the journey is beautiful, so enjoy it. And I wish you many, many blessings. And I'll talk to you next time. Much love. Bye.